Hey everyone, this is Pete, and welcome back to Atari A to Z Flashback, a series of explorations of the 150 games that make up Atari Flashback Classics for Nintendo Switch. As with the last couple of episodes I've published this week, I've got a sprained ankle at the moment, so I'm going straight into gameplay footage and face cam on this one to just minimise the amount of times I have to go up and downstairs to record things, because it hurts to do so right now. But anyway, today we are taking a look at Super Football, which was a 1989 release for Atari 2600, developed by Doug Neubauer, yes, the guy who made Star Raiders originally, along with Solaris. This was one of his last two games for the Atari 2600. He made this, and he made Radar Lock, which we've previously seen. Super Football was quite noteworthy for its simulated 3D view, which is actually quite similar to the one seen in Solaris and Radar Lock. And people over the years have commented that this 3D view makes this one of the best football games on the Atari 2600. It's also supposedly quite accessible to newcomers, since the novice difficulty mode doesn't require you to manually select plays. Which is ideal for me because, as we've seen in previous attempts to play American football games, I still don't really understand the whole concept of selecting plays and what that means, particularly if you're in a position where you have to refer to a manual to see what those plays are. And a lot of people regard this game as sort of the missing link between the top-down football titles of the early era and the John Madden style games of the 16-bit era. And yeah, I'd agree with that. If you take a look at the gameplay when we come to play it, you will see very much how that works. So now that we've got the sort of history side of things out of the way, let's take a look at the manual. Atari 2600 Game Manual Super Football. Oh, this one's all in a funny order, I think. Yeah, look at the page numbers down at the bottom. Page 9, page 10, page 11, page 1. There we go. Super Football offers 3D football action. On screen, you get a full view of the field from above and behind the offensive team, and you control the action as the players line up, kick, run, pass, and score. You can play Super Football on any one of 4 game levels. As you advance to high levels, gameplay lasts longer and the action heats up. You'll even select formations and patterns to run the game your way. To win, your 5-player team has to score more points than your opponents with touchdowns, extra points, and field goals. During gameplay, the clock runs continuously. There are no timeouts, fumbles, penalties, safeties, or running out of bounds in Super Football, so your game continues uninterrupted while you rack up points. With Super Football, it's non-stop gridiron action until the final whistle. Well, as non-stop as American football ever is. Alright, so the 4 difficulty levels on this, you got Novice, which is 3 minutes per quarter, Standard is 7 minutes per quarter, Advanced is 10 minutes per quarter, and Expert is 15 minutes per quarter. We're probably only going to play the Novice mode today, just because, well, I want to see how accessible it is without having to select plays for yourself. Now, this is also interesting for a fairly minor reason, but if you look at point 5 on the right hand page there, if you're using an Atari 2600, you could pause during a game by moving the TV type switch to black and white, move the switch back to colour to resume play. Now, the reason for this is that there was sort of increasing demand for a pause function in games, because you'd have it in home computer games, you'd have it in games on the NES and that sort of thing, and the 2600 didn't have a sort of built-in pause function. And so what Doug Neubauer decided to do in this was that, because most people by this point had moved on to a colour television set, the TV type switch on the Atari 2600 was a little bit redundant by this point. So instead of using it to switch between black and white and colour, which is what it's supposed to be used for, in this game you can actually pause the game by flipping it to black and white. Okay, playing the game. The game begins with both teams running onto the field and taking their positions on the scrimmage line. Player 1's team wears red jerseys and the computer's wears green jerseys. As the action starts, the man currently under joystick control will have a slightly different coloured jersey. The defensive red team faces you, the green team kicks off to the red team, and the red team's receiver catches the ball. The red receiver is now under player 1's joystick control. Move your joystick in any direction to manoeuvre him up the field towards the end zone while avoiding the green team's players. When the receiver is tackled, the two teams take their positions on the scrimmage line with the offensive team at the bottom of the screen. With both teams at the scrimmage line, you have an opportunity to choose your plays, then the action continues. Okay, so scoreboard fairly straightforward. Running the play. With both teams at the scrimmage line and the play selected, the offense can press the joystick fire button to hike the ball. The ball will automatically be hiked after about 4 seconds if the fire button is not pressed. Once the ball is hiked, both teams carry out their plays. The defensive rusher will rush the quarterback. The offensive receiver will run the selected pattern. The halfback or tight end will try to block the rusher. The lineman will block, and the cornerback and safety will try to cover the receiver. I don't know. When the quarterback has the ball, he is under joystick control. The quarterback can either run with the ball or pass to the receiver, depending on the play selected. Passing. Wait until the receiver is open before throwing the ball to him, then press the fire button to initiate a pass. You can move your joystick handle left or right to make the quarterback lead the receiver and throw the ball in that direction. Press the fire button to release the fire button to pass the ball. The quarterback cannot pass the ball once he crosses the scrimmage line. Okay, when the teams go to the scrimmage line, you select a play by moving the joystick. Once you've made your selection, lock it in by pressing the fire button. At game level 1, plays are automatically selected. At the 4th down, either a punt or a field goal will take place. The offense has about 25 seconds to select its play and lock it in. If no play is locked in, the previous play will be used. After the offense selects its play, the defense has 2 to 4 seconds to select its play. Again, if no play is locked in, the previous play will be used. Okay, so here are the plays that are in there. So if you know what all these diagrams mean, great. So you have a bunch of formations you can use, and then there's a series of plays you can use with those formations. Yeah, receiver, wide receiver, tight end or halfback will start the play by running up the field. I don't know, I don't get it. Which is why I'm looking forward to trying the novice mode on this, where I don't have to think about any of that, and I just play. So let's see how that goes. Here is Super Football. Super Football, 1988 Atari. Let's set that to 1 player novice, 3 minutes per quarter. Game reset, and off we go. Right, so I am the red team. Yes. Okay, so 10 yards to go. No, 24 yards to go. Let's run up the side there. I'm controlling the pink guy at the moment. There we are. Alright, you made some progress. Good. Very good. And hike it. Pass it. Yeah, very nice. Okay, yeah. This is ooh, bright light all of a sudden. I do apologise. Yeah, I can see this working. Alright, hike it. And run. Pass. Oh, I can't pass because I've gone past the scrimmage line. Oh, that's it. Run. Run, 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 run. It's a touchdown. Alright, 6 points to me. Do we do field goals? Yes, we do. They seem to be automatic, though. Okay. 7 points. Okay, so hoof it down the pitch. And now the Blues are on the offense. Who am I controlling? The guy at the back. Who's got the ball? I don't know. Right, so again, I'm controlling the guy in the pink jersey rather than the red jersey. He can run forward. Oh, no. No, 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 no. We'll have none of that. Yeah, the lack of play calling in this is already making this much more enjoyable than most of the other football games out there, just because you can just get on with it. You can just get on with the action side of things, and it feels like there's enough variation in the plays that it's picking for you that it's not just the same thing every time. There's still a certain amount of 2 seconds of action and then a whole lot of nothing, but that is just the very nature of American football. That's just how the game works. Oh no, they're getting closer. Need to be better in intercepting their passes. Alright, so who's going to go for that ball? Surely the guy on the right is going to try and receive that. That's it, there we go. Alright, this time I'm guessing the guy on the left is going to go for the receive. So let's block him off. There we go. See, I'm learning. I'm learning how to play this game. Alright, you lefty. I don't trust you one bit. Well, they made a little bit of progress there. I don't like that. Do not like that. Cheeky fuckers. Cheeky fuckers. One thing that was considered quite revolutionary in this game at the time was the fact that as your players ran off into the distance, they got smaller. Well, look at that dynamically updating yard thing as well. That's not something you see very often. Oh, look at that. Look at that. A run right down the field for a touchdown. That was beautifully done. And kick. Nice. I found my level of American football game. It is the novice level on Super Football for Atari 2600. I'm coming for you. Oh no, you got past me. You got past me. No, 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 no. None of that. None of that. Right. Okay, you'll notice a bunch of flickering on the sprites in this. Obviously, that's nothing unusual for Atari 2600 games. It's actually how Doug Neubauer managed to get so many sprites on screen in this game. So there was this sort of technique you could use where you sort of alternated drawing two different sprites at once, and it allowed you to have multiple sprites on the same line of the screen, which normally is not something the 2600 was very good at. So that's why all the flickering's happening in this one. It's Doug Neubauer, as usual, showing his mastery of how these machines worked. Get out of here. Because he was a clever chap, was Doug Neubauer. He made some of the most technically impressive games on the Atari 2600. Solaris is one of my favourite. I do like Radar Lock, now I know what the controls are. And of course, he was responsible for the original Star Raiders on Atari 8-bit as well. So he will be forever beloved. Excuse me, forever beloved to me for that. We are having a tough time defending here. Where are you going? Oh. Every time. They keep catching me out every time with that. Right, who is going to... You're going to take it, so I'm going to tackle you. There we go. That worked a bit better. 3 seconds left in the second quarter. Now it's the third quarter. Alright, hoof it. Hoof it. And stop him! Stop him! He's got the ball! Yeah, I actually quite like this game. Not something I expected to say about an American football game. I was dreading again, dreading this page of games on Atari Flashback Classics because there were like a whole bunch of sports games in succession. There was Super Challenge Baseball, then Super Challenge Football, then Super Football, and I was like, oh no. But you know what? You know what? You know what? Oh no! That's what I get for not paying attention. This is quite a good game. But like you would hope, by 1989, someone would have figured out how to do a vaguely acceptable American football game on the platform. But this works. This is simple. This is straightforward. I like not having to choose plays because they're still responding to different situations in here. There's still that element of the gameplay. Get him. Incomplete pass. But it's cool because it sort of focuses on the action side of the gameplay rather than the strategic side of the gameplay, which is good because the strategic side of American football games is the least accessible part of it if you don't know the sport, if you don't know how to play it, if you don't know the intricacies of all the strategies and the plays you can do. That's the least accessible part of it. So to have a mode in this game where you can strip that out completely and just focus on the action side of things, great. I am all for that. I'm even getting the hang of keeping an eye on the opposing team to see what they're up to. There we go. Yeah, I'm actually quite convincingly blocking them now. See that? This is the problem. I get that side of American football. It's the whole sort of setup phase that I don't understand. Oh no. Oh no. They made progress. So only 36 seconds left in this third quarter. So just keep an eye on where they're going. Clearly the guy on the left is going for a receiver this time. So let's block him off nicely. Nice. Your teammates seem to handle themselves quite nicely in this. I wasn't even paying attention to the quarterback there, but he was he got nicely sacked by my friends. 3rd and 1. Got my work cut out for me here. Only 3 seconds left in this quarter though. And on to the 4th quarter. Nice. Not nice. Because they made that yard. Right. You, sir. You, sir, are getting a blocking. Just run off into the distance. Nice. I want the ball back. How much more points? I don't know, it's just quite funny seeing them run off into the distance like, you, I'll get you, I'll get you, I will. Ha! You missed. You suck, my good sir. 4th down. You gonna punt it? You gonna punt it like a big coward? Of course you are. Right, now run! Run like the wind. Run. Uh-oh. Oh. That was unfortunate. Right. Hike! Pass! Oh no, that was disastrous. That was disastrous positioning for that to happen as well. Oh well. We've got more points than them. It's fine. Everything's fine. No! Oh no! It's alright. 1 minute 25 to go. We can still win this. We can win this. I kind of don't see the point in lining up for a field goal, because there's no way you can possibly defend against that. Surely. I mean, maybe there is, but... Alright, well, nearly made it to the 20-yard line. One minute to go. This better be something bloody spectacular. Chuck it! No, that's the wrong person to throw it to, you moron. "45 seconds. Just got to defend it for 45 seconds. If I lose now, I'll be very cross. Very cross indeed. No, stop. Oh no. Oh no. I can't believe I've lost in the last 30 seconds. That's extremely disappointing. I was so confident I was going to win that too. But, well, that's what you get for being complacent, I guess. Oh, I thought I was going to have a spectacular run up the field then, but no, it was not to be. 5 seconds. Oh, hello. Hello. Come on. Oh, damn. That could have happened, but it didn't. And the game is now over. Oh, that could have been a thrilling comeback, but it wasn't. But you know what? I enjoyed that. That was good. That's a good football game. And I'm sure if you understand the intricacies of the formations and the plays and that sort of thing, that can be an even better football game. But the fact that it's so accessible to the newcomer immediately makes that the best football game, the best American football game on this collection. So yeah, good job. Leave it to Doug Neubauer, leave it to the creator of Star Raiders to make one of the best sports games on the Atari 2600. Who'd have thought it? Well, I'm pleased with that. Good job. Good job, sir. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.